Infamous 2 isn't only one of my contenders for 2011 Game of the Year, it's also one of my favorite games in the entire 5-year life cycle of the PlayStation 3. A PS3 exclusive from Sucker Punch, Infamous 2 has spawned a downloadable aside that can be played without ever having played Infamous 2 itself. Titled Infamous Festival of Blood, this $10 download proved to be a good time, though I was severely disappointed not only with its overall length, but the fact that the story itself seemed to lack cohesion and purpose.
Come on, I read Dracula. I know how this works.
Hi, mister. You know where the pirates at around here?
If you've ever played Infamous or Infamous 2, you'll know exactly what to expect with Festival of Blood in terms of how the game looks. Set in the fictional city of New Moray, the same setting as Infamous 2, Festival of Blood opens not with Infamous's hero Cole McGrath, but his best friend Zeke. In order to impress a buxom lady, Zeke spins a fantastic tale about Cole's quest to rid New Moray of vampires. The entire ordeal is made up by Zeke as he goes along, which is a great idea and fits in well with Zeke's established persona. During the tale, Cole himself is turned into a vampire and only has 8 hours to rid himself of his curse. His foil is Bloody Mary, a vampire hundreds of years old that wants to make Cole her new toy. Unfortunately, the story behind these simple facts is completely muddled, and you'll find yourself more confused than you should be with the tale being told. New Moray will be plenty familiar to Infamous 2 players, but because it's Pyre Night, the entire city has been redecorated for the occasion. Cole and Zeke's voice acting are as spot on as they were in the original 2 games, and Bloody Mary is an interesting character in her own right with good voice acting.
Well, my dear, I control you now.
Why would you want to hurt me with that cross, Cole? All I've done is give to you.
Infamous 2 played like a dream, and Festival of Blood is no different. The control schemes are essentially the same, though new moves are introduced, such as the ability to fly around the city and utilize something called Vampire Vision. Melee plays a big part in Festival of Blood due to Cole's typical amp weapon being replaced by a stake. Unfortunately, I was let down in a major way by Festival of Blood's length. I beat the game in 80 minutes. That's right, 80 minutes. This disappointed me greatly, and even if the game felt like more Infamous, which is always nice, I was left confused why this downloadable aside existed at all. I enjoyed what I played, but there wasn't enough of it to tell a coherent story. It felt rushed, almost like an afterthought, or a last-second idea that Sucker Punch just had to get out in time for Halloween. But just like Infamous and Infamous 2, Festival of Blood can be played after the main quest is over. There are collectibles to find, trophies to earn, and even Infamous 2-like user-generated content if you want to make your own missions.
This thing's... damn.
Just getting near that cross made Cole's undead skin crawl.
I don't want to make it sound like Festival of Blood is bad, because it's not. It's actually a good romp that's well worth the $10 price of admittance if you're a big Infamous fan like me. The thing is, I wanted and expected more. Giving me all of New Moray to explore is nice, but when there's only a handful of missions and no side quests, I can't help but be confused. Still, Infamous fans know what they're getting into here, and I recommend Festival of Blood to them. If you're not an existing fan, I suggest getting into Infamous or Infamous 2 first. For more on Infamous Festival of Blood, head on over to IGN.com.